I'm Dawson Schmidt here with the latest stories and developments in this week's Commodity Roundup on Trader PhD. While the USDA provided an update for corn, soybean, and wheat acreage, canola plantings are also taking a front seat. On Tuesday, the USDA reported that U.S. farmers planted 2.97 million acres of canola this season. That is up about 27% from a year ago and a record. Acreage in top producers North Dakota and Washington are both estimated to have record acreage. Meanwhile, Statistics Canada also reported that Canadian canola acreage rose 8% this season to a record 23.4 million acres. StatsCan noted favorable prices of canola compared to other crops and strong demand driving record acreage. Canola prices rallied to the highest in nearly 3 years in June. Increased renewable fuel demand continues to support the market. The large acreage shift into canola resulted from higher profitability and demand outlooks. The USDA released its quarterly hogs and pigs report last week. As of June 1st, the total inventory of hogs and pigs sat at 73.7 million head, virtually unchanged from a year ago. The breeding herd declined by 1.2% to 5.9 million head. That was largely offset by an increase in the market herd. Inventories grew to a record in Iowa and Michigan. Nebraska, Minnesota, and Ohio are also reported some increases. Plenty of market-ready hogs remained in the pipeline. The report showed that market hogs weighing 120 pounds to 179 pounds were up 0.5% year over year, while hogs weighing over 180 pounds were up 0.4%. The market hog herd has remained relatively stable over the past few years despite declining sow inventories. The number of sows that farrowed fell 1% during the quarter. Farrowings recovered for a second month after hitting the lowest in over a decade in the fourth quarter of 2025. That decline has been largely offset by farrowing efficiencies. The number of pigs saved per litter rose 1% year over year to 11.9, a record for the quarter. That left the pig crop total unchanged from the previous year at 33.5 million head. USDA reported that farrowing intentions are expected to decline from a year ago over the next 2 quarters. President Donald Trump announced on Monday the temporary lift of duties on Moroccan phosphate fertilizer. The proclamation cited international conflicts and the impact of trade actions having disrupted fertilizer supply chains, with U.S. fertilizer production unable to support domestic agriculture. U.S. farmers have seen fertilizer prices higher this year as a result of suspended trade in the Strait of Hormuz. Monday's announcement claimed only temporary duty suspension, stating conditions will last for only 8 months or until otherwise terminated. Phosphate fertilizer imports have declined for several years now due to ongoing tariffs and availability challenges. Tariffs on Moroccan phosphate imports have been in place since 2021. Morocco holds more than 30% of global fertilizer supply and has 70% of the world's phosphate reserves. The country accounted for over a third of U.S. phosphate imports in 2020 before the tariffs, while last year Moroccan imports only accounted for a sliver of shipments. This week's announcement is a long-awaited effort for many that have been waiting for. However, it is yet to be seen what long-term relief will look like on the price side of things. Thanks for watching. I'm Dawson Schmidt, and this has been Trader PhD.